the Giants and the reigning A.
And we are underway at Allegiant Stadium. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. It's the Mississippi State product at quarterback. Calling the shots will be Dak Prescott.
It's been a lot of fun watching him advance in his career. Many people question his ability to throw the football coming out of Mississippi State. He's conclusively answered that question. In addition, a very strong runner and an even better leader.
Just like that, it's a gain of 12 and a first down on their first play.
Oh, that's a nice job of clearing space in the middle of the field for your tight end. He's going to start behind the line and run an angle route, hoping to kind of get lost in the middle of the field. And this is put right on him, and he's able to pick up a first down.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
From the 38 now, here comes 2nd and 8. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Hits his target, that's Charlie Jones. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Prescott looks to throw on first. Able to locate his man Slayton on an out route. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd down at a yard. Play action now. Prescott. Man open. Here is Jones. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 19. That one goes for 24 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. From the red zone now. Prescott. Down inside the 10. And the Giants are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
They'll run with Robinson. And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back, and that's a good first step.
Again, it'll be Robinson. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, and now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
Prescott on 3rd and goal. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground, and now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
And this one is right through. So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. So here comes the Raiders offense now onto the field. They're led by the #1 overall pick in the 2021 draft, Trevor Lawrence.
And you want to talk about enormous expectations being placed on a quarterback. How about what Trevor Lawrence faced coming out of college? But the good thing for him, he's used to it. He had the same type of expectations leaving high school and going to Clemson. They always expect him to be a franchise savior whatever team he joins. And to his credit, he shouldered those expectations and he's doing everything in his power to follow through.
So the drive takes them into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he goes down, but not before getting us inside the 25. Throwing now, Lawrence on 1st down. He's got room to roam. And finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Now Lawrence. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. They get only a yard there. Now it's 3rd and goal.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd and goal, Lawrence. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed. Unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
So a return of serve, so to speak, here on the 2nd drive of our game as they respond to that opening field goal with 3 of their own.
I like that. Go with tennis on.
I know you like to mix it up with sports.
Yeah. They crack a forehand back out and they get a backhand. What was the return on?
It was a backhand.
I like that.
Really good backhand.
It's a nice top spin on the little bit. I love it. Almost a mirror image when you really get down to it. I thought that was pretty good stuff.
So the Giants getting the football back here for their 2nd drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. On 2nd down, another shot for Robinson. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Prescott from the gun on 3rd. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. And he will have a Giants 1st down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6. Looking to throw. Prescott. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A big pickup of 38. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Robinson up the middle. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the 1st half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
And now the throw here is incomplete, and with that we come to the end of the 1st quarter of play. 3-3, a tight one after 1 on EA Sports. Giant football, and we're ready to begin the 2nd quarter as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. This complete to Langford. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 15-yard line. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Off the bootleg. Fisher. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas. That'll bring up second down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. This is caught. And the Giants are going to be set up with a first and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, he just did the tip of the ball across the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with first and goal.
And he takes it into the end zone for a Giant TD. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Giants have taken the lead.
Check white, check pink, switch red, switch yellow.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 10-3. A 10-play drive that time. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. Second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased, and they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. Lawrence will throw. He finds his man complete. That's Logan. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Again, it's Lawrence. His throw incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
2nd and 10. Here's Lawrence again. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Third and 9 here. Lawrence. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And 9 yards there on the return following a punt of 47. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. The New York set to take the field. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a 1st down. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. It's caught. Here's Langford. So no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained. So they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. That is caught, and he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. It's a 9-yard gain, and it'll keep the drive moving. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Bryant, and he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground. Bryant. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Give them 18 there, and the Giants have a 1st down.
Partner, there are strong running plays, and then there are plays where you simply outclass the defense, and we saw the latter there. They ran straight up the heart of that front for an excellent gain and 1st down. Simply put, you've got to put up more of a fight defending the middle. Otherwise, this is going to be a long game.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. he'll switch it up here and look to throw. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. The safety blitz turns out to be a great call defensively as they sack him for a loss of 9. Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. 3rd down and 13. Looking to throw. Fisher. He finds his man. Complete. That's Bryant. And he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down. So the Giants now are going to turn it over to their field goal unit. From the left hash, this from 34. And his kick here is good. And they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Raiders offense now making their way back out onto the field.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
First down now, but that clock rolling. Now Lawrence. And he's got his big tight end here. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost.
Will go down as a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
Throwing again here, it's Lawrence. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
On 3rd down, Spurlock. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. The Raiders try to move quickly, try to get everybody back to the line.
Now Lawrence on 1st down.
Touchdown, Raiders! A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Raiders are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Joey Sly on for the extra point.
And he puts it through there within 3. It's 13-10. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it ends with a Las Vegas touchdown. So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And with only 9 seconds remaining, with not much time, we'll see how they play this.
And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. So we have reached
a look around the NFL. We'll have to wait for postgame because we are moving right through halftime and on to the 3rd quarter.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Probably not likely to see many starters in the second half as we get back at it underway in this preseason opener. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
On third down, Lawrence.
And that is incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it. And that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
Throwing to start the drive. Fisher. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Just need a yard here, 2nd and 1.
Off the play fake. Fisher. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy, because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Now a give, right side, Covington. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
On third down, Fisher. And that is incomplete. The Raider defense strong on that one in coverage, and now it's 4th.
Smart move to throw that one away. You're in field goal range, so you definitely don't want to be loose with the ball. And that's great work by this defense to force a 4th down.
And his kick is good. And that extends their advantage to 6. It's 16 to 10.
So it was a 3-point lead at halftime, and they double that with a field goal here.
And I think defensively, you've got to be okay with that because you've kept this game within a touchdown. Your hope is that you've inspired your offense to put a drive together, get in the end zone themselves, and hopefully get you the lead.
Well, some might have returned that one. He won't. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start the drive from the 25.
The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
Now Lawrence to throw.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, when the running game's not working, sometimes you just got to take a few more chances down the field. That's a good effort, but it winds up incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Lawrence going to throw again.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off.
Fourth down. Here's Lawrence. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
Now he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That pickup goes for 25. What a flip of the script from fourth down to first.
Here's Lawrence to throw.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Up the middle they go. Spurlock. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. Oh, tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And he'll get this back across the midfield, striping down to the 47-yard line.
And that could turn out to be a giant play, Charles. You've got an offense driving to take the lead, but they're turned away on the INT.
And I think that we might look back on this in the fourth quarter and say, that was the play of the game.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Second and 10.
Throwing again. Fisher. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
3rd and 4.
Operating from the gun. Fisher.
Gets this complete to Butte. And he will have a Giants first down, although it doesn't appear to be by much. He needed 4, and he got 4 on 3rd down.
Now a handoff up the middle. Covington. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Back to throw. Fisher. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Looking to throw. Fisher. And this is going to be incomplete.
Going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Yikes. Terrible kick headed straight for the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35.
Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. In a close game like this, Charles, those interceptions like they had on the last drive could be costly, but here they've got another opportunity to seize control of this game.
And they better take advantage of it, because otherwise, if they end up losing by 1 score, they'll relive this over and over and over until they have another opportunity to wipe it away.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Lawrence.
He's going to loft this one deep left sideline. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted.
Picked off by Riley Moss.
And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
On first down, it's Bryant, and he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there. They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. Operating from the gun, Fisher. That pass complete. Here's Butte with it. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. Back to throw. Fisher. He's got his target. That's complete. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. It's the Giants with the football and also the lead as we get set to start quarter number 4. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Operating from the gun, Fisher. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
It's interesting where we are in the game now. The analytics folks, they might tell you to kick the field goal and make it a 2-score game. But you have to wonder if emotionally they're thinking, let's go for the touchdown and try and slam the door.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They try to throw on 4th and goal from the 2, and the Raiders hang tough down near the goal line. So that's a decision that could loom pretty large here. They go for it on 4th down, but come up empty.
But I actually like the call, and the reason? It shows me a head coach has faith in his team overall. First, on the offensive side, thinking they can pick it up, but also knowing that he has faith in his defense that if they don't, they'll go out there and stop them. I like the confidence he showed. Oh, man, late in a tight ball game, every play so critical, you feel like you've got to find a way to come up with that football. That was put in a great spot, but it just didn't want to stick in his hands. That's a big letdown.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
That was for the lead right there. They know they're in a position where fortune favors the brave. So they took their shot, but couldn't connect.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Up the middle they go. Sflpres. And he'll get inside the 10, but he's short of the line he needed. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Here we go. Got to have it. Lawrence. He's got a man. Complete. 4th down conversion plays. You usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. Well, that's the 3rd interception for Lawrence. The 20. 5. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown. Charles, we've seen them target one of their main weapons time and time again. Maybe they went to that well too many times there.
Yeah, and it's so difficult to determine how many times is too many, because how many times have we seen play and say, until they stop us, we'll keep going. Well, they got stopped on that one, and it cost them 6 points.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out.
And we'll see if they can band back together after the pick six. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A two-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
On second down, Spurlock. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Mustang 19.
They'll look to throw here.
And this one incomplete. And another throw that really could have been, maybe should have been intercepted. That would have been number 4. Instead, it's 4th down.
Oh, this defense knows. 4th quarter, they need to make a play. That one was ripe for the taking. Could have changed the complexion of the ball game, but it winds up incomplete.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. On first down, he'll drop to throw.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. A great play there. 43 yards.
And the Raiders have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Well, time to let those folks know who are tuning in looking for the late local news. We may be a moment because we've got a game again.
And, partner, except for those on the West Coast, where it'll be seen in its regular time, right? That's the way it works, doesn't it? But how about that? Big-time drive right there. If they're going to have any chance, they needed a touchdown there, and they went right down the field and worked their way into the end zone.
They'll look to throw. And no, it falls incomplete. So the two-point conversion, no good. Should have been picked. Probably doesn't matter on a two-point conversion, but still, as a former DB, you want to grab that ball when you can, don't you?
You certainly do, and don't say it, because I know you're thinking it. Don't say it.
What am I thinking?
You know what I know what you're thinking. Well, if he'd had hands, he'd be playing on offense, right?
Yeah, that's true. You've said that before. Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here.
Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10.
Throwing to start the drive. Fisher. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Bryan. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Off play action. Fisher under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The safety blitz turns out to be a great call defensively as they sack him for a loss of 9.
Not an easy spot here. We'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
They try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he lost the football. And the Raiders pick it up. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
No coach or team's ever happy when someone has a turnover. But if there's ever a good time to do it,
preseason.
Yeah, right now, you know that come regular season, he's going to be ready to go, and maybe he'll remember, yeah, I don't want to do this when it comes time for the games to count.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 70 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Giants are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
That's a beautiful read there by the safety. His zone coverage, so he's just going to sit back and watch. He knows he can't get beat deep because he has the end line to protect him. So he can react to everything in front of him, and he makes a great break on the football and comes down with the interception.
Throwing to start the drive. Fisher. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. Looking to throw. Fisher. And he will find his man on the outside. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6. Back to throw. Fisher. And his throw here is incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, Carter. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. To throw on 3rd down. Fisher. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. And the Giants send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Here's Jackson. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. Now the Raiders offense, they get set to head back on the field. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Looking deep downfield. Wow, that is incomplete.
Well, I think we were both wondering if we were going to see them try and push it deep downfield, facing a 1-possession deficit late, and they certainly didn't disappoint. They gave it an effort.
Here's 2nd and 10. They'll drop to throw. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Some coaches like to take the shorter, more reliable yardage, and some, they like to go for the big shot. No fear in risking a deep ball there, but it wasn't enough to get them the completion.
On 3rd down, Spurlock. And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the 1st by a few yards. They'll get 6 there on the run, but it brings up 4th down.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Fisher. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line.
From the 35, here's 2nd and 6.
Now a give, right side. Bryant, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. They'll run again. And he is going to have a New York first down, and the Giants are going to win the football game. Now the Raiders going to burn their third and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And they'll indeed take a knee. And remember, no overtime here in preseason. This offense hoping that's a moot issue as they try to finish this one off. On second down now, it's Bryant. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. And the Giants will kneel it here out of the victory formation.
Offside. Defense.
And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Well, this ball game was close throughout. Remember,